the extensive and picturesque grounds of Kingston Moorwood College on the outskirts of Dorchester in Dorset is to be found a unique example of a collaboration between a local charity and an agricultural college. Rspca Taylor's Rehoming Centre was built on land leased to the West Dorset branch of the Royal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals at a peppercorn rent. All of the money to build and finance the running of the centre was raised by volunteers of the local Rspca. In return for the grant of the lease, the college reaps the massive benefits of having an on-site animal centre to provide vital work experience and quality training opportunities for students of the animal care courses run by the college. Rspca Taylor's Rehoming Centre officially opened on January the 7th, 2005. It was the culmination of years of hard work and fundraising by the dedicated branch committee, all of whom are unpaid volunteers. The West Dorset branch had been operational for many decades before the opening of Taylor's. Animals which came into the care of the branch were boarded either with volunteer fosterers or in commercial boarding facilities whilst new homes were sought for them. Unfortunately, the number of animals which the branch was asked to take was far in excess of the amount it was possible to take under these arrangements. That is why, in the year 2000, the West Dor Animal Welfare Appeal was launched, with a bold aim of raising £500,000 to finance the construction and running of the branch-operated Animal Rehoming Centre. Many people continue to mistakenly believe that the money donated to the National Rspca is available for Taylor's. That is not true. Rspca West Dorset branch, whilst being affiliated to the National Society, is self-financed, and all of the money to fund Taylor's is raised in the local area, which includes Dorchester, Weymouth, Bridport, Charmouth, Lyme Regis, Sherborne, Axminster across the county border in Devon, and all of the intervening villages and hamlets. Whilst general support for the West Dor Animal Welfare Appeal was reasonably good, it was not until the branch was fortunate enough to receive a generous legacy in the will of Mary Taylor of Rodden that it was possible to even begin to think about making a start on the centre. The kindness of Mary and her late husband Jimmy enabled the Taylor's project to proceed much more quickly than it ever would have done otherwise. The centre is built on the strength of their love for animals and is a tribute to their memory. An enormous amount of planning went into the construction of the centre, and work finally began on March the 8th, 2004. Fortunately, the progress was quick and relatively trouble-free, and by the end of the year the first animals were able to take up residence whilst they awaited new homes, and whilst the finishing touches were made to other parts of the centre. The main part of Taylor's is the public viewing cattery, where cats and kittens who are ready to go to new homes enjoy the luxury of spacious, comfortable pens with warm, comfortable indoor compartments and airy outside exercise areas. Members of the public can visit the cats in this part of Taylor's, find out more about their individual characters and needs, and hopefully find one that is suitable for their family and circumstances. All cats are neutered and microchipped before rehoming in accordance with the policy of the branch. Some stay at Taylor's a lot longer than others, but no matter how long they are there, they are assured of the very best quality of care, coupled with the love and attention they all deserve. Taylor's does not have the facility to take in dogs. This is very much regretted, but was unavoidable, as the Rspca were refused permission to hold dogs at the centre due to local objections. Nevertheless, the branch most certainly does assist with the rehoming of dogs through collaboration with other local Rspca centres, such as West Hatch and Ashley Heath, and also through promotion of dog adoption facilities on our popular website. If dogs are referred to the branch in need of new homes, every assistance is given in order to make the appropriate arrangements. There is also a smaller intake cattery where cats first coming into the centre are assessed and monitored before moving into the main cattery for rehoming. When many come into Taylor's, they need treatment of one kind or another, often for fleas, sometimes dental treatment or more complex medical procedures. The intake block is called the Bunty Block in memory of Bunty Rees of Charmouth, who left another generous legacy to the branch, enabling this vital facility to be provided. But Taylor's is not just about cats. The centre also takes in rabbits, which are unfortunately a major rehoming issue at the moment. All too often the fluffy little baby bunny that looks so appealing in the pet shop is destined to end up in need of a new home once he loses his initial appeal and novelty. Many are destined to a life of solitude and confinement to a hutch, lacking daily attention to hygiene and deprived of company and interaction. Some are simply dumped in the mistaken belief that they will somehow revert to the wild. Dozens upon dozens are referred to Taylor's. At the centre we can accommodate several pairs of rabbits, which we inevitably home in pairs, as they are social animals who enjoy the company of their own kind. Our custom-made rabbit hutches are standard bearers for what rabbits need and deserve. Every effort is made to enrich their environment and rehome happy bunnies to happy new homes, where their needs are fully understood. In addition to the cats and rabbits, Taylor's also caters for small animals such as guinea pigs, rats, mice, hamsters, gerbils, dagoos and chinchillas. In the small animal unit, they are also given the highest standard of care. Along with all the residents of the centre, details of all the individual animals in need of new homes can be viewed on the branch website prior to a visit to the centre. Staff at Taylor's are on hand to answer questions and give advice. When someone wishes to go ahead and welcome an animal to their family, they will first need to be home checked to make sure that the home is right for the individual animal. Lisa, Lydia and Maria are ably assisted by lovely feline receptionist Fluff, who is a permanent resident of Taylor's and who loves to greet people as they come to hopefully offer a home to one of her friends. To continue to operate, it will be necessary to raise in the region of £80,000 a year to finance Taylor's. This is far in excess of the sum raised by general fundraising in previous years. And remember, every penny needs to come from within the boundaries of the local branch. It is absolutely vital that the animal-loving community of West Dorset and Axminster back Taylor's Rehoming Centre and give the project their fullest support. The staff at Taylor's and the dozen or so volunteer members of the branch committee work tirelessly to raise money and awareness of Taylor's. But without general public support, there will be no future for the animals who so richly deserve a second chance in life. Sadly, there will always be animals in need of new homes. Animals whose owners have to give them up reluctantly, and also those who tire of their pets and simply no longer want them. There are many ways in which you can support Taylor's, not just financially, but by helping with fundraising, by supporting our charity shops in Bridport and Dorchester, by generally raising awareness of the centre, or by remembering us when running fundraising events in schools and workplaces. You might like to become a friend of Taylor's and be kept up to date with the latest news about the centre and the work of the branch. Rspca Taylor's Rehoming Centre was a dream turned into reality for the volunteers who worked so hard to get it up and running, and is a haven of hope for local animals. Please help us to give them the second chance in life for many years to come.